Sims 4 base game is going to be free. Like, permanently. This is actually a really huge deal. The Sims team just announced that starting on October 18th, everyone can play the Sims 4 base game completely for free. In the past, they've done short little sales like this where you could buy the game for free, but this time it's permanent. Like, starting on October 18th, the game is just always going to be free. I realize this is probably like really shocking and honestly confusing news for a lot of you because, like, hang on, I paid $60 for this game when it first came out in 2014, so what's going on here? But I actually think it's a really good idea, so just hear me out for a second. A lot of games have gone down this free-to-play model recently. I realize this is a major turnoff, but I'm gonna use Fortnite as an example. Fortnite is free to play. It's always been free on like every platform, and they make all of their money off of cosmetics by like selling skins and like basically costumes for your characters. Obviously, you can play Fortnite without those things. You don't need them. And Fortnite is wildly successful, like arguably one of the most successful games of all time. Fortnite is huge, and it's because of that free-to-play model. Everybody can play Fortnite, and then a lot of them end up buying skins and making Fortnite a lot of money. And The Sims kind of already operates on this model. They make all their money off of DLC, as I'm sure you know, because they have so many packs for The Sims 4. And at this point, The Sims 4 has been out for 8 years. The base game came out in 2014. Like, at this point, the game is old. So making The Sims free to play is a genius idea because, let's be honest, not that many people are buying the base game anymore, and if they are, it's usually pretty on sale, so it's cheap. They're not making all their money from the base game, they're making their money from the packs, and so making the game free to play means more players can play it, and then eventually probably spend more money on packs. Now, I assume that's their logic. That's the business side of this, but our logic is that now a ton more people are gonna have access to The Sims 4. You would be so surprised to know how many people still tell me they only have the game because it was free once a couple years ago and they wouldn't be able to afford it otherwise. So the game being free now opens up the opportunity for so many new players to play, which is a huge win for us, for them, and for EA. Like, there's really no downside to this. Side note, I had this very upsetting thought earlier that there are probably kids who are going to get the game now that it's free that weren't even born when it first came out. Like, there is very likely a lot of 8-year-olds that are gonna be like, Mom, can I have The Sims? It's free. And they're gonna start playing, and they weren't even born when the game was released. I don't like thinking about that. It makes me really uncomfortable, but like, it's true. It's very possible. And look, I know it's annoying to have like paid for something and then have it be free later on, but look, the game's been out for so long. Like, it's gonna be on sale, it's gonna be cheap from time to time. But I saw one of the sim gurus compare it to being kind of like going to see a film in the movie theater, because you sort of pay a premium to like buy a ticket and see a film when it first comes out. And sure, maybe it'll be on streaming services eventually a few years later, but I want to see it now when it's new. Just like how I wanted to play The Sims 4 in 2014 when it first came out, and now it's 8 years old and I don't really care if it's free because I definitely got my money's worth out of it. There is definitely plenty to criticize with it, but The Sims 4 is honestly a really good game and I really, really enjoy it. And I am just so glad that so many more people are going to get the chance to play. And there's also a super cool bonus for those of us that already own The Sims 4. This kit release kind of got overshadowed by this huge like Sims is going free news, but there is a kit that came out today. And in fact, this kit is free to anyone who already owns The Sims 4. They even have it like on the homepage, redeem your gift. Redeem the Desert Lux kit as a gift for being part of our community. The Sims posted this tweet kind of announcing that everything's going free and then replied to it and said, to our longtime Simmers, starting today, all players who own the Sims 4 base game can redeem the Sims 4 Desert Lux kit for free until October 17th. Simply log into the game and claim your new kit through the main menu. I did see some confusion. This just means that you can redeem this kit for free and like buy it for free until the 17th. It does not mean they're gonna take the kit away from you after that day or anything. You get to keep the kit. You get it. You like bought it, but it was free. Just the like sale ends on the 17th. Does that make sense? It's pretty cool that you click on it. It says free on the main menu. Even on the like kits page, it says minus 100%, like it's 100% off. And if you search it on Origin, you can like buy now for $0, save 100%. So go do this right now. If you play The Sims 4, if you have The Sims 4, go redeem your kit right now because it is free and you don't want to miss out. I haven't actually bought it yet. I was waiting to do it on camera with you all. Look at that, $0, save 100% loyalty discount. Thank you very much. Oh my god, it worked. Well, no, hang on. I should probably close my game because I need to download this. So here is the new Desert Lux kit, and it looks like it's supposed to be sort of like outdoor patio furniture that seems to fit really well with Oasis Springs. And you know what? Suddenly this whole kit plan is starting to make a lot of sense. I feel like it's really smart to give out a kit that matches really well with the base game game for free to everybody. I haven't seen this stuff yet, but it looks like it's gonna be pretty versatile and like easy to use in a lot of our patios. And everybody's got Oasis Spring, so everybody's gonna have a good spot that it sort of matches. So to me, it seems like a pretty good idea, but obviously I haven't actually seen this stuff yet. So let's go do that now. Okay, maybe I won't do it here though. Like maybe not in the snow in cottage living. Let's try the desert instead. It seems like maybe it'll fit a little bit better here. I saw new windows and doors inside that preview, so I want to see these first because I was so excited about the idea of them. Look at how cool that is. We don't have anything like this right now. The glass is like totally angled and you can see it angled from the inside too. This one's from Eco Lifestyle, but I love these windows that sort of have more like shape to them. We have a lot of just plain like flat windows. It's so cool to get more that have more dimension. Reclaimed style, more privacy window. And then we also have this sort of like wooden slat one. That's super interesting. How does that like tile? Does it fit together well? Yeah, I think you could stack that. The description kind of talks about how it lets in light, but it keeps the extreme heat of the desert out. I think that's a cool one. Both of these windows are super different from everything we already have, which I really like. It seems like we also have a door. Oh, cool. Wait, that's really interesting. These sort of like folding glass doors, like big giant glass walls that fold away are really trendy right now. You see a lot of that in real life on like house shows and stuff. We don't have anything like that in The Sims 4 though, and this one is open. We obviously have sliding glass doors already, but they're like closed sliding glass doors. So I love the idea of one that just sits open, kind of like an archway. It also has a lot of really nice swatches. This is a nice door. I do kind of wish they had given us a closed version of this door because we don't have anything like this, right? But I also kind of want to close my door sometimes. The Courtyard Oasis kit gave us this door and then this archway, which aren't like exactly the same, but it is kind of similar to having like a closed version and an open version of the door. I wish we had gotten something kind of like that with this kit, but whatever. I'm not surprised. We also got this super cool awning, which I was really intrigued by in the screenshots they showed us. It's just like some wooden slats, but I really like the vibes of this. I make a lot of like fake versions of stuff like that. This is sort of a different vibe, but I'll use like this little fence to sort of build like a fake trellis almost, because we don't really have a lot of things like this that sort of fill that. So I love the idea of this item. I'm gonna use this a lot, I think. Ooh, there's a new floor too. It's the compressed earth flooring. This one's fun. It's also like a bigger tile than we usually have. We have a lot of like 2x2s, but this is a 2x4 that the big squares are. That's really interesting. I don't think I realized we were gonna get a new floor with this kit. I'm gonna be honest, I think that this is one of my new favorite floors for patios. I really like how this looks. I think I'm gonna use that a lot. I really enjoy the texture on that too. Oh, look, we also have a wallpaper. Sand mixed concrete wall. That's cool. We also don't really have anything like this either, and I really like the swatches on that. It's a lot of good, like, warmer colors that we can use. So far, I'm pretty impressed by this. Let's look at the other furniture items that it comes with. Are those curtains? Oh my god. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself, but we got 3 new heights of a curtain panel. We need new curtains in this game so bad. Are these just like really nice neutral curtains? Are you kidding? Oh my god. This item as well is like a game changer. I'm so glad that everybody's gonna have this pack. I am so glad. This is a really nice curtain. They also gave us a couple little chairs. We have this Simply Luxe chair. We have this bar stool. We got a new couch. Soft as stone love seat. This is a stone love seat. It looks so uncomfortable, but like in a trendy way. Like, would you want to sit here? Probably not, but would they have this in a mansion in LA? Absolutely. And it also has such good swatches. I'm so happy with these. This chair comes in some kind of interesting, more neutral colors, but also a couple patterns. This bar stool is really different. This also looks kind of trendy. I feel like I've seen this on Instagram before. You know what I mean? I really like how that looks. I like how it has the black metal legs too. And then we also have this love seat. I feel like it looks like the cushion covers are removable so that you can wash them. Does that make sense? It looks like I can just like unzip them and then put them in the washing machine, and I really like that about it. I feel like it fits well as an outdoor couch. We also have this beautiful lounge chair and all the same good swatches. I like this one a lot with like that more orangey colored cushion. We have a really interesting wooden end table. Look at that. It looks like a lot of the items that came in this kit are kind of aiming to be like reclaimed wood. Those windows were like reclaimed wood windows too, and I can really see that vibe in this end table as well. But we also got a stone end table table, a smaller stone end table. Why is this one so big? Look at that compared to the couch. This one makes way more sense. I mean, I guess you can size it down, so it's fine. But why is that so big? I guess the really clever builders are probably gonna have a lot of great uses for just a giant block of stone. So I'll leave that to the smart ones. Off the earth floor shelf. Oh, this is a cool shelf. We don't have anything like that right now. And then we also got this little bar. It has that same like little black metal accent, but also some wood and some stone. I'm so happy with this kit. That is so beautiful. Decidedly neutral curtain mount. No. Oh my God. No, wait, hang on. This is the most useful item they have ever added into The Sims 4. Okay, so that is supposed to be like the extended curtain rod. So for example, if I put like curtains on this window right here, I would put 2 curtains on like either side, but there isn't like a curtain rod that goes across the whole thing. But they've made this item so that I could fill it out so it looks like a full curtain. Oh my God, and it matches all the swatches. Oh my God, this is my favorite item they've ever added to The Sims 4. I know I sound really dramatic right now, but I am so glad they did this. I always want that for like the other base game curtains because we have a few things like this, just like curtain panels, but we don't have like the extended rod. So if you put it on either side of the window, there just isn't a curtain rod. I am so glad they did this. They actually collabed with Awning Sims, who's a Sims builder, to make this kit. And I just know that it was her idea. And I'm so glad that she said that. I'm so glad she asked them to do that. I guess I'm assuming, I don't know if she did, but it just seems like one of those things that they never noticed before. And then now that they collab with somebody, they did, and they pointed it out. So I'm assuming, but whoever did point that out, whoever's idea that was, I am so grateful for you because that is so good. Okay, we also got this little ceiling fan, kind of a lower profile, small little ceiling fan. We also have this enormous fireplace. That is so cool. That's a good like freestanding one to put in like the middle of the patio, you know? Oh, look at that white and black swatch. I think I'm gonna use this a lot. This will fit into like pretty much every outdoor space I ever do. And the fact that it's got a solid black swatch as well, that is so nice. And then we got a few different wicker ceiling lights in like all different heights, obviously. These are also super trendy. I really like those. I'm gonna use those a lot inside too, not just outside. Those are super nice. And then we also have this grill, which will, I assume, fit in with the bar and like kind of match together. You know what? This is honestly like the best grill they've ever made. This is the most fancy looking grill they've made too, I think. I love how it's got a mini fridge built in. I think that is so cool. And last but not least, we have this tiny spot of light. And I did see spoilers for this. One of my friends showed me, but I think this is one of the better outdoor lights that we have. We kind of are lacking when it comes to like spotlight or like outdoor sort of lighting. So getting this is gonna be so nice. Because you picture those fancy houses in real life, they always have like beautiful lighting on the front of their house. I think we're kind of lacking options for that, but this one seems like really bright and also angled really well. But more importantly, it also slots onto things. We don't have any lights like this that slot places. So it's like kind of a lamp, but you could obviously put it anywhere. So you could also put it on like, for example, I don't know, maybe that like giant stone cube or something, but this light slots so you can use it really easily on stuff like that. I don't know. I'm really happy with that light. It seems like a super versatile, like really good to use in a lot of places build item. Similar to like the curtain rod where it's like, you kind of didn't realize you needed it, but now that I have it, I'm very pleased that it exists. I'm actually gonna link Awning, the person who collabed with them on this kit, down below in case you want to go check out her channel because she is a super talented Sims builder. And I'm curious to hear your thoughts on the kit because it seems like it's got a lot of good items. So please, please, please go grab it right now while it's free because you don't want to miss out on the sale. Overall, I think today has been a really good day for the Sims community. I am so excited that everyone is going to get to play The Sims for free. I really just don't see anything bad about that. To me, it's like a win-win-win for everybody involved. It's a win for the Sims team because they'll probably sell more packs. It's a win for us because our community grows, and it's a win for the players because they get a chance to play. But I will stop sitting here and rambling about The Sims to you. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you like hearing about Sims news and new Sims content, I always make videos like this to show it off, so feel free to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And oh my god, if you only knew how long it took me to film this, you would laugh at me. It took me like 2 hours because I kept stumbling and repeating myself. Oh my god, this is a disaster of a video, so hopefully it edits down okay. I'm also gonna stream tonight on my Twitch channel playing with the new kit and like doing a build or something, so if you want to drop by, my name is just lilsimsie on Twitch. I'll link that down below. And with all that being said, I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow, okay? Bye everybody. I've been saying the game should be free for years. Like, I have been ranting about how Sims should be free forever on stream, so I am so glad that it finally is. This is a huge day.